welcome back to my channel. Today's video might be a long one, so please hang in there with me. This is a very important topic to me, and it's a topic that directly affects my life almost every day. So today I wanted to talk about my chronic pain experiences day to day, as well as tips and tricks from, like the title says, a hurtin' person. Sorry, I'm currently also like sick too, so if I have to cough, please forgive me. I just really wanted to get this out there. So I first want to say this video is not a replacement. Sorry, I've got my nose right here. This video is not a replacement for going to the doctor or seeking medical help. I just know that not everyone can attain the level of care through the people that they need, and so this is just really about doing what you can to try to get to a more comfortable spot yourself. Sorry. So I want to talk about me and my pain first. So I've been dealing with chronic pain since I was about like 14 years old, maybe younger. I used to get chronic migraines, and ever since like basically my cycle started. And then as I got older, I just started developing other kinds of pain too. So for me, what affects me the most is I have really horrible shoulder and neck pain. I still get those migraines, and then I just deal with a lot of joint pain in general. And that's not including that pretty much anytime anyone around me is sick, I also get sick. For some reason, I just get sick worse than them. So that's my little story. Today, the main thing we're going to be talking about is making a pain menu. I first kind of got this idea based off of dopamine menus, if you've ever heard of those. Sorry, my ear needs to pop. Which is just a menu to kind of give yourself dopamine, not on your phone. So this menu, I'm going to be sharing my menu, but just to kind of give you some ideas, and then whatever would work best for you at each level of pain, then feel free to make your own. Like, this is all about figuring out what works for you. Okay, my menu. So I've divided up into 3 pain categories: 1 through 3 pain, 4 through 6 pain, and 7 through 10 pain. So on my 1 through 3 pain days, it's mostly painless but achy. I might have like a slight headache, or my shoulder might hurt a little bit. Generally it's my shoulder that hurts first, and then my ankles, and then my head. So those things might just kind of be in the background, but I'm feeling good for the most part. Like, I can get out of bed, I can get my work done. So this is what I do on those days. I never do a high intensity workout ever. My body will absolutely make me pay for that for days on end. So I do a low intensity workout, whether it's like some gentle Pilates or like a short, I look up low impact workouts, and I just pick one that feels right for my body the day. I tend to not work out for longer than like 15 minutes, just because then that really takes a lot out of my body. So I do a low intensity workout. And then I try to cook something yummy, like a comfort food, or if I'm lower, closer to like the 1-2 side, then maybe I'll try making a new recipe. I will tidy my room and house. Probably not a deep clean. I try to save those for the very few 0 pain days, but I'll sweep. I'll try to like clean up dirty clothes, maybe get a load of laundry on. Next thing that I'll do is I'll try to hang out with a friend or go somewhere. So I might run groceries on these days. I might go to a cafe and read a book. Try to have like a friend over, go to a friend's house for a little while just to have some connection. The other thing that I'll do, if I'm having a lower pain day, I will take an everything shower. So to me, everything showers are like shampoo, conditioner, face wash, shaving. That's a big one. Like, I'll exfoliate my body. Just try to be as clean as possible, because for me at least, I never know when I'm gonna have a bad pain day, so I just try to prepare. And then I'll, number one, another thing that I'll do is I'll wear a cute outfit. Something that I feel good in, maybe that's a little flirty, you know, whether that's more masked that day or whether it's more femme, just put on a cute little fit. Oh, my back's starting to hurt, sorry guys. So a 3 to 6 pain day. Right now, for reference, I would say I'm probably at like a 6 to 7 pain. So, but for me, 4 to 6 generally feels like whole body aches on my joints. Like I would say a medium tier headache. Sorry guys, that's the ambulance. And then my neck and feet are like feeling very much uncomfortable at this point. So instead of a low intensity workout, I'll just try to do some like restoration yoga. Like you can look that up on YouTube, or just some stretches. I'll just look up some like stretches for pain relief. Depending, I'll type in like, generally for me it's stretches for neck and back pain. So I will just look up a video that has that and do as much as I can without wearing myself out. I will try to have had some meals cooked. I rely a lot on leftovers, or quick easy meals when I'm not feeling good. So I will do my best to eat leftovers. I might cook something really simple, like some soup or something, but I do not feel up to trying a new recipe. I don't really feel up to going out and getting something to eat, so I will try to rely on my preparation for this. On these days, I will try to wash my hair if I'm feeling up to it, or my main focus will always be like mouth hygiene first, and then face hygiene, and then hair hygiene. So if I'm feeling like I can do 2 out of 3 of those things, then I'll do my mouth and face hygiene. If I feel up to being able to do all 3, then I'll just take a quick shower or wash my hair in the sink, and then wash my face and brush my teeth and floss and stuff. Sorry, my like hands are really shaky today too. At a 4 to 6, I don't feel up to cleaning my room, so I'll just make my bed. Making my bed is very important for my mental health for some reason. I feel better when I have my bed made, even if I'm getting back into it in like a few hours. So I'll just make my bed or try to tidy it up a little bit. Sorry guys, I'm pulling out the emotional support stuffy. So on these days, I don't feel up to going out anywhere generally, so I will instead call like a loved one or a friend, just so I can connect, have like a human connection with someone, and just talk for a little bit, kind of get out of my own head. And on these days, I'm not like going on a walk or anything. I try to do those when I can, but that's generally like a 1 to 3 pain day. So I will just try to do some art, like whether it's in my bed or at the table or something, or read. And still, one of my highest priorities I try to do is some sort of outside time, even if that's just sitting next to my window. I have like a little porch, and so I go out and sit on the little porch for a little bit, but just try to get some fresh air into me. And on this day, I'm not wearing like a super cute fit. I'm wearing like a cozy fit, something that I still feel good in, but something I'm just prioritizing comfort at this point. Next, we're to the 7 to 10 day pain. This is can't get out of bed or can't leave my room. And I realize that I've had days all the way up to 10 pain where I'm still working. So just want to say this isn't an exhaustive list of you have to do all these things if you're feeling this level of pain, and you don't have to do all of them at once. If you have to go to work at any of this point, or you have to go to school or take care of kids, don't expect yourself to do all of them. Just pick the ones that you can do that would be most comforting and soothing to you and would try to help ease the pain the most. I also want to say that this could also go for people with depression, but I have a different menu for people for like my depression and anxiety of like things that I do on those days. So if you guys are interested in a video like that, let me know. Anyways, 7 to 10 pain, my medicine hasn't worked, my pain meds haven't worked, like nothing is working. I am just miserable. So the first thing I try to do is just sleep as much as I can, just as much as I can. The next thing that I'll do is I'll try to keep some snacks or hydration next to my bed. I got this really cute little water bottle that I just keep next to my bed, and I try to keep it full as much as I can, just so that I'm probably not going to feel up to eating a meal at that point. But I need to hydrate, and I'll try to keep some little snacks next to my bed too, like nuts or something that's a little more filling, something maybe a little salty like chips or something. Think about what would be best for your body at this. At this point, like I said, if I can leave my bed, I am not cooking anything. So I will either order out, but I haven't been able to do that recently. So I have been eating microwave ramen, and like that's what I had today, or microwave meals. There's no shame in this, okay, guys? Like, I know that they're frowned upon for like being struggle meals or whatever, but hey, we struggled, and they're there for a reason, and that reason is to be easy access to food. So try to find, like, whether it's a microwave meal or ramen or leftovers, just try to get something into your body. If it's not super nutritious, that's okay. Your body still needs calories. If it's not super nutritious, like if it's higher in sugar or higher in salt, like this is not the time to like start hyperfixating on like a diet or anything. Like your body needs some sort of energy. On my 7 to 10 days, I am not feeling up to a shower or washing my hair or anything. So I will keep a washcloth. I'll go to the bathroom with a washcloth, or if I can't get out of my bed, I have like a little thing of baby wipes that I keep next to my bed. I just try to wipe down my face and my body with a baby wipe or a washcloth. If I can, I also have like a little thing of moisturizer next to my bed in a little basket. So I'll just put that on my face and hands, even if I don't feel up to washing my body down. Hydrate. This goes back to the point of having hydration next to your bed. Just try to drink as much water as you can. I've gone through like a week or so where I've barely been able to get out of bed. And as I felt it coming on, I went to the store and got a gallon jug of water with like a little water bottle, and I just filled that up over and over so that water was easily accessible to me. If you're not a water person and you struggle just to drink water that's tasteless, you can add a little apple juice or orange juice, or like try adding a little something. Like your favorite juice is a great example. That's what I do. I also will like mix a little bit of Gatorade or Powerade just to kind of take the water taste off and give it so it's a little more palatable. Sorry guys, my throat is really sore right now, so all this talking is like a lot. Open your window, or if you can, ask someone else to open it for you. Just fresh air, being able to hear the outside, maybe a little breeze, it just helps you feel more human. So highly recommend if you can just open a window, if you have a window. If you don't, try to get yourself somewhere where you can just even see the outside. 10 out of 10. On these days, I'm not feeling up to any sort of like exercise at all, so I will do some stretches in bed. Or if I don't feel up to that, generally I spend a lot of time laying down. So I will take my hands and I will just kind of give myself like a shoulder and neck massage. You can look up on YouTube self-massage how-to videos, and they will be super helpful in teaching you how to do that to yourself. Just anything to kind of put some movement into your body, stretch things out a little bit while also just focusing on pain relief and rest. Watch funny videos or comforting videos. So whether this is like a movie or YouTube or even TikTok, just to kind of get yourself out of your head, feel a little bit more connected with things that are comforting to you. I have like a playlist on YouTube of like my comfort YouTubers that are very gentle and they're kind of spiritual, and they're very about like your inner child and healing and stuff. And so I will watch them, or I'll turn on like my favorite hee hee ha ha YouTubers and watch them. But just something to get a little bit of dopamine into your body. If you're feeling up to it, I know some of you guys might have really bad pain in your hands, and so this might not be an option for you. But journaling in bed or doing art in bed, just whether a simple little coloring book or maybe doing some sketching, or sorry, my hip needs to pop real bad. Or just journaling out. I sometimes will do some tarot, or even just read. Another thing, when you're having really bad pain days, it can be so easy, actually at any level of pain, to beat yourself up and to talk badly to yourself. Do not do that. If as much as you can, try to unwire your brain to do that. You need gentle talk more than anything when you're feeling ill. The way that really helped me reframe it is one of my friends I was talking badly about myself, and they were like, you need to think about the sick, scared little kid that's inside of you, like your inner child. Like, what do they need to hear? And it's your responsibility to make sure that they are comfortable and to make sure that they know that they shouldn't feel any shame for being sick. It's not their fault. You know, they deserve to do whatever they need to rest and heal up. So speak gently to yourself and speak gently about yourself when you're sick. I know our society is very much like, oh, you have to apologize for being a burden, or apologize for not being well, like physically or mentally well. But that's just, that's not how it's supposed to be. Like, chronic illness has existed since the beginning of time, and so is chronic pain. And we need, if society won't accept it and like be able to extend us gentleness for being sick and ill, we need to do that to ourselves. We deserve that. Key points. So that's the pain menu. Look up, do some research, sit down and think about what would work for you, what wouldn't work for you. Think about what your body craves when you're feeling ill. And yes, all of that I mentioned, I should have mentioned at the beginning, is low cost and low effort as much as possible. I wanted to make it as accessible as possible. One of the things that has helped me, because my pain days can kind of, generally I'll know the day before that the next day is going to be more painful. So if I feel it start coming on, I will do as much prior planning as possible. Like make sure I have food and water and snacks, comfort snacks. If I need to like pick up my meds or anything, I'll do that. I'll just try to make my space as cozy as possible, because I'm not going to know how long I'm going to be in bed. So do as much prior planning as you can. And if you don't really get a warning, just be gentle with yourself. It's okay. Yeah, sorry. I lost my train of thought. If you can't do any prior planning, that's okay. You will make do with what you have. Again, if you keep some water and some like snacks, like protein bars or something next to your bed, you've got this. And I also want to encourage you, this is on my list, to not be ashamed or afraid to reach out for help from people. I'm really grateful that I have an amazing roommate that is happy to kind of step up when I'm feeling down and I need some extra help. But you're not a burden. And if someone makes you feel like a burden for needing help, okay, then that's not a real friend and they don't really love you. Like, don't be afraid to reach out to your community for help. Key points to take away from this: easy access to hydration no matter the pain level. Okay, I don't know about any of you guys, but I really struggle with hydration. So just try to make hydration as easy as possible, whether that's mixing in a little bit of something to your water whether that's like getting in like a hot water kettle, like an automatic one, so you can just always make tea, whatever it is, and make sure that you're hydrating. Like I said, fresh air is also really important. So try to get fresh air, just some air moving through your room or house as much as possible. Sorry about that. Decided to go right out my window. Gentle self-talk. Again, your inner sick kid is scared and they need comfort, and don't betray yourself by digging yourself down and by talking badly about yourself. You don't deserve that, especially not from yourself. Two things that I want to talk about to kind of finish it all off that have really helped me as a person who spends a lot of time in bed, in my bedroom, is trying to make your bedroom / room, or really wherever when you're sick you spend a lot of time, whether that's your living room, your bedroom, the bathroom, make it a comfort place, make it a comforting place. So for me, because I spend a lot of time in bed, I have like a little bedroom spray. It's kind of like a perfume, but the watered down version, that I spray on my bed and on myself just to kind of try to have a good smell in the area. Keep a box of tools. So for me, my little box has a book, tarot, my journal, my pen. I keep my switch in there. I have a hairbrush and a couple of hair rubber bands, my meds, I don't know if I said that, and snacks. That's what I keep in my box of tools. Wherever you're putting yours, and depending on your illnesses or pain, just have like a little box that you can immediately refer to when you need something. In your space, whether that's again your bed, your room, living room, bathroom, keep your comfort items. So for me, mine are books, my stuffies, a blanket, and I'll keep like a coloring book and some markers in here. Just some things for you to do, some things that you can hold on to that just ground you. So try to fill your space or have some of those things easily available to you. Think of it, and I want you to try to think of it this way. You deserve a beautiful, cozy, comforting place to recover in, whatever that looks like to you. Whether that's more simplified, so everything looks nice and clean, or whether that's a little more eclectic and, you know, a vibe. Whatever your vibe is that you need to recover, do as much as you can to make that possible for yourself. You deserve that. The last thing is colors that soothe you and comfort you. So I am very much a color loving person. So my like blanket has colors on it. I like my little green guy. Green is my favorite color if you can't tell. So I will try to surround myself when I'm feeling sick. In general, I try to surround myself as much as possible with color. So whatever your favorite color is, maybe you get a blanket that has your favorite color, or like a stuffy, or if you can, you paint your room your favorite coloring, comforting color, hang up a tapestry, whatever, a rug, whatever makes the space more livable and a safe space for you. Do that for yourself. The last thing I want to mention, I'm sorry this is so long, you guys, is that when I'm sick, I tend to be really in my head, and I also really struggle with silence. Just the I have to sit alone with my thoughts part. But so I will either watch those YouTube videos that we talked about earlier, or I will put on some gentle lo-fi, soft like piano or classical, or you absolutely don't have to do this, but I'll put on like ASMR, or like on YouTube there tend to be labeled as like frequencies, so I'll look up like healing frequencies. I don't know why, but there's just a little comforting. It's placebo most likely, but it's nice. So more than anything, this is a call for kindness and gentleness to yourself. You deserve this. You deserve to be able to heal. And I know our society is not encouraging of giving yourself accessibility to healing practices. And in fact, capitalism hates anyone that needs more care. But you know what? Who cares capitalism? Fuck capitalism. Me and my homies hate capitalism. Do what you need to do for yourself. And I hope this little video helped. I'm sorry it was a podcast length long. I really hope that something helped you today, at least to know that you're not alone. So go hydrate, be kind to yourself during your next flare up, and yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day.